Drake's dad has got Drizzy up in his feelings.
And what do you do when you're up in your feelings, Jenny? You go to social media with it. That's what we all do. Yeah. Hashtag relatable, you guys. Here's the thing. Drake took to his Instagram story, in a now deleted story, I want to say, kind of, firing back at his father's claims that he lied about their relationship to sell records. Obviously, this is quite a lengthy post from Drake, who really rarely speaks out about any type of family issue.
I was gonna say, it's a rare public statement from Drake talking about his family, especially his dad, which I think is probably why he deleted it quickly, because obviously it's now making headlines. But this is coming after his dad, Dennis, gave an interview with Nick Cannon on Power 106 about a particular lyric about him. Take a look.
Do you have to deal with any of that stuff from the upbringing of Drake, and him kind of living in Toronto without you at times? We hear it in his lyrics sometimes.
I had a conversation with Drake about that. I have always been with Drake. I talk to him, if not every day, every other day.
Wow.
And we really got into a deep conversation about that. I said, Drake, why are you saying all of this different stuff about me, man? This is not cool. And he goes, Dad, it sells records.
Of course, the two are kind of alluding to that 2011 lyric on the song Look What You've Done. This was from Drake's Take Care album. If you guys remember, there's a lyric that says, and my father living in Memphis now, he can't come this way, over some minor charges and child support. That just wasn't paid. Damn, boo-hoo, sad story.
So Mr. Graham is claiming that Drake is seemingly exaggerating their relationship to, quote, sell records. And I want to bring Drake's Instagram story back up, because I want to pull out a couple quotes for you guys, because he told fans he's hurt. He said, woke up today so hurt, man. My father will say anything to anyone that's willing to listen to him. It's sad when family gets like this, but what can we really do? That's the people we are stuck with. Every bar I ever spit was the truth, and the truth is hard for some people to accept. Now, I have to admit, I remember this 2011 song, but I also didn't make anything of it. I could, mainly because I feel like I've seen Dennis, Drake's dad, with Drake everywhere.
Right.
You guys remember most recently at the 2017 Billboard Music Awards, he brought his dad on stage when he was collecting all that hardware.
That's why I didn't think of anything of it either, because obviously every family has their issues.
Yeah.
You have your ups and downs, and like you mentioned, I mean, he was there with him right here at the Billboard Music Awards, and that's a big event. That was, of course, after the song. I mean, it didn't seem like it really affected their relationship at all. But again, we don't know what goes on behind closed doors, and relationships, especially between father and son, or father and daughter, for what it matters. Everything, you have your ups and downs when you're family.
And I will add, in addition to the 2017 appearance at the Billboard Awards, Drake's dad was also on the cover of Drake's album More Life. I'm kind of shook that it's a lot of shots fired right now. He said, but let's bring in Brianna, our producer, in the control room, because I am dying to get your opinion on this.
Well, I'm gonna say that I'm siding with Drake on this one, obviously, because I didn't really know a lot about Drake's dad, Dennis, until Drake had amassed all this success. That's when you started finally seeing his dad always out with him. You'll see his dad at appearances that Drake's not even at, at events and things like that, almost representing him.
Funny you should
I
say
know.
that.
With that being said, I was actually going to get into a clip that we have with Drake's dad, who is actually at Cardi B's Fashion Nova launch.
Because sure.
And we had Katie Krause on the carpet, and she talked to Dennis and asked him, what is the greatest perk about being Drake's dad? Take a listen.
Can I ask you what the biggest perk is of being Drake's dad?
Love.
Love?
Love, yeah.
I
love my baby.
Yeah. How do you like being a grandfather?
I love it.
Yeah?
Yeah.
How is the baby?
He's beautiful.
Beautiful?
Yeah.
I love that.
Lots of love there.
Lots of love, and you know what? Maybe he's about to right his wrongs with this next generation of the Graham family, you know what I mean? With Drake's son, he's obviously, Dennis, of course, is a grandfather now, so we'll see how that relationship will play out.
You know what? I will say, when there is a child involved, sometimes that does help mend relationships if certain things are broken. So, I don't know, that wasn't too long ago. That seems to be quote, love
Yeah.
between the two. So, you know, time will tell.
Time will tell.
But I have a funny feeling we might not, you know,
See the end of this?
anything in any more lyrics probably.
But I think we'll be seeing a lot more of Dennis, though. You know,
I think so
he's on that
too.
promo tour now.
Was he at the BET Hip Hop
He
Awards?
was not. And you know what? Neither was Drake, by the way. But someone who was at the BET Hip Hop Awards, which aired on Tuesday, had something to say, and that is Rhapsody. She gave a very powerful performance at the Hip Hop Awards where she name-checked, I shouldn't say name-checked, actually, she was throwing her support for fellow female rappers like Cardi B, Nicki Minaj, Megan Thee Stallion, Tierra Whack, and Lauryn Hill.
But she did name check someone,
Yeah.
though, Denny, and that was Jermaine Dupri. And that name check was for his previous comments about female rappers, which we'll get into in a second. But you know what? Take a listen to this performance.
Nikki is a queen, Tierra, you dumb creative. Little Kim an icon, LaKaylee, one of my favorites. Jermaine Dupri, mad respect, but sound like you hating. Couldn't strip us from the culture. We still kept creating.
Ooh.
I love it. And what you don't see in that clip too is Megan Thee Stallion just like co-signing
Because she knows
everything
she's right.
she says. 'Cause
She knows she's right. You guys, if you don't recall, back in August, Jermaine Dupri faced heavy backlash for an interview that he did, where he basically said that female rappers only rap about stripping, and it was very negative. It caught a lot of people's attention.
Here's what he said here, quote, "I'm not getting who's the best rapper. I'm getting like, okay, you got a story about you dancing in the club. You got a story about you dancing in the club again. You got a story about you dancing in the club. We got it." He's talking about them stripping. It's like, okay, who's going to be the rapper? At some point, somebody's going to have to break out of the mold and just show us. Talk about other things. Just rap about other things besides that.
But like I said, it got a lot of people's attention. People were not happy about it. And one of those people was Cardi B. And you know what? She clarifies.
Let me tell you about some
This is her
rappers
right here.
that are
This is her.
really
I'll actually let you guys
dope,
listen.
that be rapping their ass off, and I don't feel like they get the recognition that they deserve. Tierra Whack, Kamaya, Rhapsody. There's this girl called Oraniku. I don't know how to say her name. I don't even know how to say my own real name, so don't blame me. But they be rapping their ass off, and I feel like we need to put these girls more in magazines, blogs.
And you
Y'all
know
need to
what,
start
guys?
putting
This
these girls
really is a full circle moment for Rhapsody in particular, because as you know, Cardi threw out and her support for Rhapsody, said check out her album, and so did Rhapsody's fans after Jermaine made those comments. In fact, he responded to a lot of fans hitting him up in the DM about Rhapsody, telling him, have you listened to the album? He said, all of you that keep adding me asking, did I hear Rhapsody album? Send a screenshot of you actually listening to it, showing you bought it. That's what matters.
But he has yet to comment on that performance from the BET Hip Hop Awards.
I don't know, but
he might stay in silence.
I was gonna say, if you guys haven't listened to her album, at least go check out that performance because it was something else.
And
for
I
sure.
love using that moment, using that platform to uplift your fellow artists, especially right now in 2019.
All of them.
Female empowerment, we talk about it all the time here on The Download.
And
Like,
especially when some of those rappers are beefing with each other. So,
Yeah,
like,
we
bring
did.
them back together.
you know what?
Queen Latifah rapped
Like
about it.
Dennis Graham says, love, love.
I was going to go
love.
Queen Latifah, UNITY, little unity. Anyways, all right, you
Okay,
guys.
wow, all right.
Okay, moving right along, you guys.
We're gonna take it down memory lane over here.
I feel like Jermaine Dupri is probably stuck in the past, but to be fair, so are we. There's a lot of 90s nostalgia right now.
Wait, are you a 90s baby? You're not.
I mean, I'm technically an 80s baby, but I'm a 90s kid, okay?
I'm a
was raised in
90s
the-
baby.
All
Brianna,
right.
you're a 90s baby, right?
I am a 90s baby,
Oh, cool,
92.
cool. Awesome, guys.
Cool.
Well, listen, I'm old enough to know 98 Degrees, and 98 Degrees actually gave fans at the Eat to the Beat show in Florida a very special surprise when they brought out Joey Fatone to sing the NSYNC hit Bye Bye Bye.
When
Come
worlds
on.
collide, when two big boy bands join together, join forces, I feel like they should take their show on the road.
Oh, good luck.
Maybe to the desert of Coachella.
Oh.
Collaboration.
I see what you did there, guys. Today marks 20 years since the very first Coachella first stepped out into the scene. It launched with headliners Beck, Tool, and Rage Against the Machine. Y'all, a lot has changed since then, okay? Back then, Coachella was so masked, my God.
Here's the thing, I've never been to Coachella, and I know you are a veteran. So I think what's most surprising about this, though, is that I actually can appreciate, too, is the price of that ticket from back in the day, from back in the 90s, was literally $50. And what do you pay now?
Oh, it's at least about $429 just for GA to almost $1,000 for VIP passes, you guys. And yes, I do pay because that's like my vacation time, you guys. Like Coachella is everything.
Yeah, because it's a whole big weekend and whatnot. I mean,
and like back then, you could get the tickets, the paper tickets. You could buy one like a pass for one day. Now you got to get the wristband for the whole weekend.
And then you have a whole app that like guides you through maps and stuff. I mean, technology. You know, listen, I don't know much about Coachella, but something I do know a thing or two about is Lisa Frank, you guys, and all my 90s babies who loved this company that, of course, supplied us with so many Trapper Keepers and school supplies and so many memories throughout our youth, I feel like.
And long before Taylor did it with the Lover era.
Make that known, you guys. But there is a hotel, a Lisa Frank hotel, starting October 11th, which is right around the corner, literally in 2 days.
2 days, yeah.
Hotels.com is offering a room at this rental property in downtown Los Angeles. So sorry for anyone outside of LA. And it's completely decked out in Lisa Frank decor. So, I mean, if you're feeling blue and you want to, like, you know, feel a little bit happier, I feel like this is the perfect place to go to.
Vibrant vibes. And I will say hotels.com has the right idea because people who are nostalgic for Lisa Frank will go, but also people who don't even know Lisa Frank but want like a good Instagram. That's where you go. And that looks dope.
There's a lot of hype with like these pop-up hotels. I mean, you and I went to the Taco Bell one. When you have fans of something that like ride or die for it and that are so, again, want that Instagram opportunity, like people will go. I wouldn't be surprised if this hotel gets sold out.
Brianna, is this your cup of tea or what?
I mean, yes, but I'm also getting like a lot of like middle school like horror flashbacks. So I'm like, I don't know. I mean, I love it because nostalgia, but then like, oh God, middle school, so.
I think it's very grammable, you know? Content, y'all. Like, it looks so much fun to be
And it's only apparently $199 per night. So imagine, I mean, you could, do you know how much content you could get, though? I mean, people really think about this.
It looks fun.
I can go to Walmart and get a folder for $5.
Oh my God.
Brianna, that's not a folder. No, this is
But you get to live your best Lisa Frank life, though. Look at that shower. Who doesn't want to take the toilet paper out
of the dolphin?
At the dispenser. Come on.
That's pretty cool. Okay, if we split it, then yeah, we'll stay.
We should go.
If we split it?
Yeah.
All right,
okay, well, it starts October 11th and ends October 27th. I'm here for it. I can use some like color in my life. Look at
we're both wearing black. We're mourning our youth today. I'll tell you what, as much as I want to go to the Lisa Frank flat for some Instagram shots, I'll tell you what, someone who would call me out for that is Sophie Turner. In fact, she is our MVP, the most viral post today, y'all.
Because she's seemingly shading the hashtag influencer life.
Let's take a look.
Hey you guys, just kind of going for my influencer look today. Today I just wanted to promote this new powdered stuff that you put in your tea. Basically it makes you your brains out. And it's totally really bad for me to be promoting to young women and young people everywhere, but I don't really give a because I'm getting paid money for it. Influencer live.
God. Oh.
So savage, but so spot on.
She ain't wrong, though.
Where's the lie?
I can't find. There's no lie, Daddy.
It's a pointed message, and I'm here for it, actually. And can we talk about how I just live for Sophie Turner's trolling now? Like
100%.
She needs her own show.
I always wanted to marry Joe Jonas, but I will say, Joe, you made
got
a great choice. She's so real. She's not afraid to speak her truth. Like, she's just, and she calls it for what it is. And she doesn't care that there's people who will probably, you know, maybe unfollow her for this.
Listen, she
probably
doesn't care.
Influencers.
I'll tell you what, as Sophie Turner herself says, that's the tea.
That is the tea.
All right, that does it for the tea on the download today. As always, you guys can watch us every day, Monday through Friday at 12 p.m. Pacific on the ET Live app.
Bye.